Okay, so I'm going to show the dough stretching technique that we use at Famoso. So basically, you're going to start with taking the dough out of the dough tray. So you want to take it off the edges and pull with your left hand as you scoop under and try to maintain the shape as much as possible. And then you're going to put it in the flour. Put it in one side and the other side. Then you're going to take some flour, put it on your stretching surface. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is try to make it a circle. So what you can do is just go around with your hands like that and make it as circular as possible. And then what you want to do is just pat it down to make sure that it's as flat as possible when you start. So there's three basic techniques. The first is with your fingers. It's 8 fingers. You want to use this part of your finger to stretch, not your fingertips. You don't want to go like this. You want to use the flat part like this. And you're going to start from the middle and go to the edge and then spin it. So you're going to go, and you want to push really hard here. You can't push too hard. Some people, they're very gentle with it. You want to push hard. Then what you're going to do is spin it a quarter and then start in the middle again. And again, push out. And what you want to make sure is you don't touch the edge. But you want to go about as far as I'm going here, which is about ½ inch. Spin it again. Spin it again. Now at this point, what you want to do is you want to flip the dough over. Now what happens there is you can see where you have a little bit of extra dough. So we only have 10 ounces of dough here. So if you leave too much dough around the edges, you're going to have some part of the pizza that is a little bit too thin. So once you flip it over, you can see I have too much dough there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pound it out like that, pat it out. You can see that you have a little bit too much dough there. So basically I still continue to do the same technique. So I'm spinning it and I'm just getting those extra spots that have a little bit too much dough. Okay, so that's step 1. This is step 2. Step 2, with one hand, your left hand, you're just going to put it down. Again, you want to put weight on it. And all you're doing with that hand is turning it. Okay? So make sure you have your flour underneath. So that's just turning. With the other hand, you're going to grab it. You're going to put your fingers up with your thumb here. And you're going to grab along here. You never want to touch the crust, or else that will affect the crust at the end. It'll come out flat. So I'm grabbing it here. So I'm going to turn and pull at the same time. And with this one, I'm just going to pull out. So I'm just going around, and basically what happens here is you want to make sure you have your weight on this hand, because this middle part you don't want to overstretch. If you overstretch that, that's where the middle gets too thin and too soggy. So you're putting weight, and now you're just stretching from here to here. So you're going turning, just like that. Okay? So now that's step 2. Step 3, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand down here and you're going to lift it up. Right when you do that, you want to grab your pizza peel and you want to flour it. And then you start the third step. So the third step, basically you're starting a bridge with your hands like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to move your hands like that, and then you're going to turn around to the next part of the dough and continue pulling like that. And you're going again around the edge. You're not going through the middle. When you're done, throw it down. You want to make sure it moves. And that's done. One more in fast motion.